Hey, what's going on, Cosmos? Ladies and gentlemen, like is today, it's especially in this topic, this is pretty tragic, horrifying. So I actually heard about this, which is why I tried to do this. I was like trying to think of different ways of how to say it. Of course, there's no words, especially just the situation around it, but yeah, like yeah, it's very sad. And man, so I actually don't, of course, just being like of course me being a wrestling geek, and just me in general. Like I had never knew, of course I don't know about Jay Briscoe. I've never I never seen him on wrestling TV. I've never seen his work. I've never seen what he does. It looks like he was in the, cause he had probably made his debut around cause I just checked and it says like 2000s, and something along those lines. So yeah, I don't essentially know who being who who Jay Briscoe is. And this all went down just as I was like releasing and talking about Bray Wyatt, and it just like it happened out of nowhere, which shocked everybody. And of course, everybody reacted. The whole wrestling world reacted. And like I said, man, it's just another already hit a blow to 2023, and the year hasn't even begun yet. And yeah, it's really traumatic. It, and I actually heard about this, being who I watch. I heard about this in my the wrestling, in my own personal wrestling social space. And yeah, it's of course you are probably most of you already know. I want to get this out the way before I go into the other topic. But as you see in the thumbnail, I wanted to also not forget, and still pay my admiration, and being really show show my condolences, and just shout out his Jay Briscoe and his family. It's really traumatic right now. And yeah, it's like I heard about that through who I was actually watching through a stream, and we talked about that and everything. And I don't really want to go over it because it's just I really don't. Yeah, it's just involved his family and everything, and that's why I just want to keep it at that, because it's just yeah, I hate hearing shit like that. It really gets to me. And yeah, it's just RP Jay Briscoe, and just huge condolences to his family. Like I said, I never wanted to forget that I wanted to really talk about this, being at like almost 2 days, 3 days probably now that this happened. It just happened out of the middle of nowhere, so I really, of course, didn't want to forget this. All right, so now we get into the real part, the other part of this discussion. So, and I'm not really surprised, of course, being at Warner Bros., especially with the whole ordeal, what's that going on right now. So then there's the whole. It's actually so Warner Bros. Had blocked, because I heard ROH had did a little tribute, then they had did a little tribute, but it was off screen, something like that. But Warner Bros. Yeah, Warner Bros. Blocked AEW, Tony Khan from doing a tribute to Jay Briscoe and his family, and yeah, I already know also why too, because it, of course that's the whole trend also now, because you also gotta, not also too, especially whether they do, whether it's somebody of a public name or just anybody that dies or something like that. Like, of course, like the person being that this is a situation that they're in, you also have to just. Oh, but it's not like I'm not really being surprised or just really pretending as if because this is Warner Bros. Especially what they're doing right now. You know what they're doing right now, especially with the whole. I'm about to mention it, but yeah, and we give just each and every or whether you would like each and every wrestling in the in the in the community social space. We give Tony a lot of shit, but I mean he still has it's still very genuine of him to still does what he does, and especially when it comes to acknowledging and putting really giving just out of heart love for these wrestlers and these families. So I'll give them that. So yeah, Warner Bros. And that's anything that's going around that Warner Bros. Is like I just said, they had blocked AEW from doing the tribute. And of course, because what I just said, listen, being that company and what they believe in, and also because this is what truly it's just why I just completely despise humans and companies today like Warner Bros., like Disney, and they're like, listen, it's just your turn. It's just y'all turn because y'all just really don't know. Like this whole fake ass representation bullshit, especially of course, and then you have the people that just comes out. What I forgot to mention, whether that happened, of course you had the whole fake ass just pretending to be outraged because of what somebody had said years ago. Like I said, I don't care, especially if they even give knowledge of it. But I don't believe they should apologize or who really gives a fuck. And I'll say this, pretty much. I think I'll say it now that. Like I said, whatever you diddle daddle in, whether you're I could care less, whether you're straight, gay, wherever, I don't care. I really don't. I make fun of, because last I'm not, lying about that. It's not like I'm gonna try to push that, but yeah, I could say that. I don't like gay people, and I just I can make jokes and stuff like that, but I don't really care. I don't go out of my way to, as if to make it my personal mission to hunt every LGBTQ person or just someone who's just that, in whatever they have in their sexual orientation. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. So I can make fun of, I can have some sort of disdain only because of what some may stand for, like today, but not really. I don't care. Of course, like you're gay or let's say you're lesbian or gay, whatever you're involved in, pansexual, non-binary. Like I said, I don't care. Whoever's watching is just, I said I'm not gonna make it my a personal war to just go out and just. I don't. But it's like I said, of course, when it comes to that particular group, like especially with the situation, I said everybody likes to pretend. Everybody likes to pretend that they don't have no problems, and that they're, they're the gift to the world, and that they're as righteous over one another. It's like people really don't truly understand. And like I said, it's just your turn. When it comes to the LGBTQ, the feminists in the world right now, it's just, like I said, they just have that spotlight. Hollywood, that they're gonna go after the next trend. I said, because you're gonna get what I said. You're truly gonna feel is what like that's the trend now. Because people, like I said, people really don't understand. But that's the trend now. If you really think it's bad, then yeah, watch how it gets even more or so. Like I said it's just a trend now. But like I said, because I'm kind of rattled because like the situation here and what happened with Jay Briscoe and his family is just it really doesn't make any sense. And if people try to vilify a person, it really doesn't. As if people just yeah, just more reasons of why just like I said don't like humans. And like I said nobody is greater. Everybody has flaws. Everybody is not of as they try to like as some try to make you believe as upstanding as they try to be, but I say it really doesn't. Like I said, whether it tries to be in any category, whether it tries to be religion, culture, or like what they're interested in, and it's like what it's not. It's like it's just yeah. It really is. It really is just. It really is pitiful. Really pitiful. Really pitiful. And it's just like and of course the people saying that I say it's good for Warner Bros. I say you have a company that's going out of their way, of course, to block a person that being in a tragic situation, blocking, of course, just as like a company just wants to pay tribute, and then they block that from of them trying to do that because he said like fucking comments that don't really who cares? Who cares? And like I said, it's just that which is right. I truly just loathe Warner Bros. It's just like the whole just society in general today. No sense. It's like you have a company that's doing what they're doing right now. Of course, they're a part of that circle. That whether it's just about you know about diversity pander or whether it's about what they're doing with Velma, that nonsense. I said it's truly ridiculous. But yeah, I don't think I can speak anymore. And I said, yeah, this whole situation right there is just at the same time pitiful and just sad. I said I will always laugh at the people, try to make it, as if that, try to look at that other person as if they're, you know, up upper, they're in the upper echelon than that person. And it's like like I said, no one is better than the other. Everybody has their issues. Everybody has their flaws. But yeah, that's everything all I had to say. And I'll see y'all. Yeah, I'll see y'all very much later.